Hoo boy, what a crazy week. Now, for those of you who follow my channel but not my Twitter, here's a summary of what's been going on the last few days. So, after the last video I put up, my channel was hacked. Awesome. Why anybody would want to take my dead channel? Who knows? I'm kidding, I love you guys and I'm really proud of the support I have in this community, but anyway, TheQuartering got in touch with me and wanted to make a video on my video about a recent wave of wannabe friends bots.
I just talked to the guy that actually exposed this.
And things happened very fast. After he made his video, I was busy with some medical stuff, and I came back with a tweet from Keemstar. Yeah.
This needs to be investigated. This needs to be looked into. An excellent video was uploaded by this YouTuber, Evans111.
Talking about my video and thanking me, stating that YouTube needs to fix it. So I got my wish. People started talking about the wannabe friends issue, which was great. The problem was, I didn't want my video to be the video people talked about. I wanted my video to get the ball rolling, get the attention of other creators, and have them do investigations. So I got half of my wish, because now bigger creators are talking about it and looking into it, which is fantastic. But my video was full of inaccuracies, and I'll get to that later. But people are looking into it now, which is fantastic. Mudaha from SomeOrdinaryGames got in touch with me and made his own video, which was great.
Now, about a couple days ago, an individual named by Evans111 uploaded a video called Wannabe Friends, the Most Dangerous Comment on YouTube.
Echelon made another great video on it.
Before going further, I want to make a few things very clear. One, the majority of background footage comes from a creator named Evans1111, who is the original source to investigate this topic.
Then Scarce got in touch with me, asking for an interview, so I went onto his channel for a chance to clear things up and reduce some of the panic.
But we decided to contact Evans ourselves, and I have talked to Evans on Discord here, and I'm going to share some of that with you guys so you know what's going on right now with this whole story.
Leafy tweeted me, which I guess thanks. Leafy's video was great, by the way.
Why is he showing a picture of the fucking globe?
He addressed the fact that most of my video was very unlikely to have been going on, and thankfully the other channels without the passive aggressiveness also looked into it and stated some of their hesitations, which was great. So yeah, long story short, because suddenly people were talking about that video, you know, the video I made without much research, the video where I very clearly stated I'm not enough to look into this issue, I need other people to do it for me, but you know, only 20% of the people stayed until the end where I actually said that. The flaws became very apparent, and I spoke with the people who were proving parts wrong and said, what should I do about this? What is true and what isn't true? Of all the things I stated, what is actually possible and what isn't? So I went into full damage control mode. For last week, I've sent out more tweets than I've ever sent, both trying to stop people panicking about the wannabe friends issue, clarifying some stuff, defending myself, because understandably people thought it was a hoax. One thing I quickly want to state about that is bear in mind when I made that video, barely anybody was talking about it. So how could I have made a video that was a hoax when at the time nobody was actually talking about it? That would have just been like screaming into the void. And long story short, I'm leaving the investigating to the other channels now. I've got one more video coming about Logan, but it's just like an objective look on one thing he's doing, and it's not a deep dive or anything like that. Otherwise, the channels I've talked about, TheQuartering, SomeOrdinaryGames, Echelon. If you want more detail on the issue, then go over to those channels and check out what they've said. So backwards, why am I shouting out bigger channels than mine? That's not how it works. But one of the channels, if you are genuinely curious about the wannabe friends bots and everything going on with them, I'd recommend going and checking out Premium Aphid's channel. He was making videos about Logan before I was, and he's making continuous videos about it. So if you want more coverage on the Logan issue, I'm officially going to say, don't stay on my channel, go over to Premium Aphids and check out his videos on it. I should also thank TheQuartering for getting my video off the ground and getting it noticed, because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have my channel back right now, and now it's time to address the hack. So, for full disclosure, the recent hacks on YouTube, which have been acknowledged by YouTube as an issue, are unrelated from the wannabe friends comments. They are two separate issues. The wannabe friends comments are one, and the recent hacks, people's channels getting hijacked, are another issue. YouTube are looking into both, and a lot of people like myself made a false correlation saying, hey, these bots are getting channels, these channels are seemingly real channels, and there have been channels that have been hacked, so it was a 2 + 2 = 3 situation, and that's why I went into damage control on Twitter. It just turns out my channel was hacked. We still don't know much about that. YouTube confirmed it was hijacked, but otherwise, God knows, hopefully it doesn't happen again. I've been speaking with YouTube as well as a few other channels, and we've been giving any evidence we've had and, again, handing it off. However, this has raised a few concerns. First of all, I have over 5,000 new subscribers now, which is the most growth I've had in years. So I really need to think about the direction I'm going with my channel from now on. Rebranding, I think, is one thing I would like to address. Throughout this entire situation, I have heard myself be referred to as Evan for the umpteenth time.
Take a look at this video right here from Evan.
They were calling me Evan, and here's a fun fact, my name is Will. It's William Evans. I only have the name Evans because my brother had Evans111, so I took Evans with a Z111. But if I'm going to do this seriously, then I need to think about my brand. I need other channels to be able to identify me.
Please stop by Evan's 111 channel. Terrible name, Evan. Terrible.
So, rebranding, I think, is important. You know, I've got a Z in my name, I've got numbers. It's a terrible channel name, I admit that. So I've been toying with some alternative channel names, and I need to know, actually, if changing a channel's name is harmful for a channel's identity. And if it would just be better to keep my existing name or not. You know, is it going to make it complicated for anyone who's searching for me? Are the people who I've collaborated with in the past going to get confused and think I've deleted my channel, etc, etc. And it also means I wasted all my time animating all this stuff. So now I've just got a load of animations which aren't going to be very relevant in a few weeks' time. So I really need to think about this and make sure I make the right decision. As well as just my channel name and what I go by, I need to think about the direction my content is going in. You know, over 5,000 new people are here from my flawed investigation on Logan, but by default, I'm a gameplay channel, like I make gaming videos. So I'm thinking of diversifying, especially seeing as my first foray into it apparently did well, although that was for, that's because I was basically fearmongering, to be honest. So instead of sticking to one thing, I'm thinking I'm going to diversify. I'll stick to gaming videos, but they won't be the only videos I put out. I'll be making some videos on film, like the real reason Captain America couldn't pick up Thor's hammer in Age of Ultron, which was the first video I've done about film, which I really enjoyed. And then I was also thinking of news, online stuff. The video I made about Logan would fit under that category. So I'm thinking 3 branches. I'll have gaming, I'll have film, and then I'll have news. And news doesn't mean like I'm going to start spouting politics. Christ, that wouldn't go very well. But a lot of stuff happens online, and I figure my take on it, as well as smaller issues which people aren't talking about, like I did with Logan, I think people would enjoy, and I'd enjoy doing videos about that. So I'm really going to think about this 3-pronged approach to my channel from now on, instead of putting all my eggs in one basket. I think I want to take this seriously, especially considering that even outside of a lockdown, I'm homebound because of my disability. So, you know, if I can do something successful from in my own home, that would be fantastic. So the summary of this video is my channel was hacked, but now it's back. Loads of stuff happened on Twitter, but thankfully that seems to be dying down now. YouTube are addressing the issues. I'm going to be rebranding my channel and diversifying my content, and overall I hope I can do something to make all the new people who've come over, as well as my old audience, stay, so that the content is familiar but ambitious at the same time. I thought one of the best ways to keep my audience engaged would be give you a forecast of the next few weeks and how they're going to look for my channel. So in terms of gaming videos, I've got a video on why people found RuneScape so addictive, with some interviews from people like Generation Hollow, why they loved RuneScape so much, as well as an in-depth look at some of its features and how it kept people around. The rewind feature in racing games, like in Forza. I've been speaking to Black Panther about that because he has a racing channel, and I thought I'd look at whether the rewind feature in racing games is objectively a good or bad thing. In terms of videos about films, I've been talking about Marvel a fair bit recently, and I thought I'd look at how the Marvel's video game is shaping up and how it's been influenced by the films that have come before it. Some recommendations, like there's a great British series called Inside Number 9, which is fantastic. If you like Black Mirror, you'll love Inside Number 9. And there's also a Channel 4 series called Misfits, which is unexpectedly one of the best written shows that's come out of Britain. And also a video analysing the Westworld intro. There's a lot of Easter eggs and symbolism hidden in it, and I thought I'd do a video analysing it. Because Christ, there are so many tiny details in there, it's incredible. But to most people, well, it doesn't look like anything to them. Then finally, the videos I'm going to be making about news currently online and around the internet. One of the best examples is recently there was a scam sponsorship company called Night Editor who changed their name very often to avoid detection. Stop me if this sounds familiar. But they've been tricking YouTubers into giving away their personal information for sponsorships, and I thought I'd do a nice little expose on them, hopefully with better research. Also, I've got a video coming up which will tell people who are into video creation, journalism, or making YouTube videos how they can get free video games, and I thought I'd break the story on how I myself have gotten over 300 free video games just from a few simple tricks which I thought I'd share. So if any of these ideas sound great to you, please stick around. I know a lot of the people who've come over won't have turned on the notification bell, and as great as it would be if you could turn that on now, I'd say wait a bit. Wait until I've put out a few videos, and then if you like what you see, then turn the notifications on. And I'll make a promise to not put out any videos that let you down. Any advice or suggestions on how I can rebrand my channel would be fantastic. Whether it's a great channel name that you think would be a good alternative for my current one, how I should integrate my existing brand into my new one, or whether it's a bad idea altogether and I should just stick to Evans with a Z 111. And if you've reached this point, it means you are one of the 20% of people who sticks around until the end of the video. So instead of asking for you to thank me by liking the video, I think I'm going to thank you. You've given me a chance and I really appreciate that. Okay, so usual things, stay safe out there, have a great day, and thank you for watching the video. My name is Evans111, and I'll see you soon. That came off a bit more ominous than I was expecting.